Hi friends, it's Julia. I am here with day number 16 of my Christmas catch-up series or layout a day. I am starting again with a scrapbook generation sketch, and it is one by Allison Davis, and it is a one page sketch with 2 photos on it. And I've been typically following these sketches fairly closely, but I'm not going to show you the sketch itself because it is paid content. Anywho, so I have my title and my date here along with the sketch, and I've pulled out 4 different pieces of paper to go along. I have these 3 all with patterns. The Christmas presents, I used another sheet like this on my last layout. This one I used on my last layout, the opposite side, not this exact paper. I cut into a different one, and then this same with this one, and I did not use I used this side on my last layout. So these are the sides that I've pulled in, and then I have this French vanilla colonial white from Close to My Heart. So these are the ones that I'm starting out with, but rather than cut into these full-size papers, I have these here left over from my last page, so I may see what I can do with these as opposed to cutting into these. And I do still have, from all of the cutouts that I did last time, I still have a handful of those there, so we'll see what happens. I'm not necessarily going to pull in any embellishments or stickers or anything to start off this layout. I'm just going to have at it. So give me a second and I will be back to show you what I have created. But let me remind you before I go, if you haven't already seen the other layouts that I have done in this series, make sure head over to my channel and check out the playlist called December 2022, and you will catch the previous 15 layouts. Today is kind of like hump day. It's the middle of the month, and I have 15 more layouts to go after today. So I hope you'll stick around. If you haven't already subscribed, I would love for you to. Now let me get on to making this layout. Okay friends, I am done with layout number 16. Because I didn't pull any embellishments in to start with, I don't have anything that I didn't use. Everything that I have here are products that I used. I pulled in my scrap bag because I needed a few little thin pieces of paper, and so I used some out of here. As far as leftovers go, this one came from that bag. I did not, well, I take that back. I had pulled in these 3 pieces of paper, and I had all 3 already in scraps, so I knew going into it I probably wouldn't cut into these, and that's okay because I had all 3 scraps. So I used everything with the exception of this. I cut off a strip of that to use and then didn't end up using it. But I used a piece of the red, I used a piece of the green, I used this one with the greenery and the stripe side. So that got used. I pulled in this washi tape, and this is old stuff. It's paper tape. It has crap for sticking abilities, so because it is a little bit opaque, and when you put something like super dark behind it, I don't know that you'll see it so well. When you put something super dark behind it, it shows through. So I double layered a couple of pieces of this so that I would have a little bit on there. And it's good because I got a little bit more washi tape used, which I'm always happy for, because my washi tape for Christmas only gets used at Christmas time, right? So I used quite a few of these. I think quite a few. I used 3 of the larger holly leaves that I have. I used some of this crochet twine because when you're pressed for time and doing a lot of scrapbooking, a layout a day, you really should slow your whole process down and do some stitching, because it really makes you feel antsy about how much you can get done in a day. And sometimes that stress level, yeah. I'm teasing, guys. I don't know why I do that. When I get overwhelmed and I think I need to work faster, no, I do something like that, like stitch. Anywho, or sit down and fussy cut a bunch of stuff. Anyway, I use these enamel dots or enamel triangles from Close to My Heart. They're old. I I used these little critters. I pulled 3 or 4 of them off, and I have one left over that I didn't use, and that's okay. These will get put back into my stash to use at some point. I'm just proud of how many I've gotten used so far. I used another sticker from this sheet, which makes me feel terrific because that's quite old as well. I want to say, is that from Chamel's First Christmas line? Anywho, I did use a sticker from this sticker sheet. I did use a sticker from this, 2 stickers actually from this sheet. I used several stickers from this one. I used the little trees that I had left over that were this tiny size. I don't know if you can see that size very well. But anywho, they were little trees, so I used those. I used words from this sticker sheet. I used words from this sticker sheet. I used this alphabet for part of my title, and I used this alphabet for part of my title. And here's the layout that I created. My title is Santa's Helper Helper. Does that make sense? My son usually parks himself under the Christmas tree and passes out presents because that's what he loves to do. And my youngest granddaughter decided she was going to help him. This is a layout that I created. From my scrap bag, I pulled in the scallop pieces. It's actually 2 pieces. And they matched up fairly well. You can't see the seam in them. Here are all my scrap pieces that I put on here. And then the stitching that I did here and here. And then here. And I almost covered all of that up. Here's where I put in a little bit of washi tape. The Christmas trees, the little critters, there's 4 of them. The little epoxy triangles, the holly in each cluster. I put the date down here and just used a conglomeration of words. Once it's in the album, I don't think there's going to be any question as to what is happening. So I will have close-ups of the layout at the end of the video. If you are interested in seeing any of the close-ups, stay tuned for that. Also, if you are interested in seeing the other layouts that I have created during this series, you can check out my playlist called December 2022, and they'll all be there. If you want to continue seeing them, you can always subscribe to my channel, or you can, if you're not already subscribed, or you can hit that notification bell, and each time I post a new video, it will come up in your feed. Anyway, I appreciate you guys watching my videos. I appreciate all the support, and I will see you guys on the next video. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.